Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is another day we get to work on this RV. I'm really excited because I'm kind of fixing this for my family. We have to do a pretty big road trip on it, so we got to get this thing squared away. But the next thing we got to do is actually put this thing on the frame machine. So our frame machine is outside right now, which is perfect. So we're going to hopefully just drive on there and then strap it on and pull some frame. That's the idea. So let's go ahead and try it out. Alright, so just like that, we got the RV on the frame machine. Got, enough room to work out there. And it's long enough to be right there. So the next thing I want to do is actually get a bunch of straps. We're going to strap this thing down, chain it down, block it, and it should be good. So let's get straight to it.
Wow guys, this thing is a massive project, definitely going at it. That front end still has so much work to go, but hey, it's looking good on this side. And wow, check this out. Dang, that's crazy. That's an original snap pad right there. If you don't know what these are, basically, I don't know how many times I went to a campground, I want to put my jacks down, they're like, no, you can't destroy the concrete, you have to put some pads behind, so you have to go behind every single one of your jacks, make sure it's there, go try to put it down, go back and forth. It's so annoying, but now thankfully, luckily, with snap pad, you snap it and you forget it. Introducing the world's only permanent jack pad. Make sure your leveling system is truly automatic. The last jack pad you'll ever need. Works with all weather and all terrains. Set it and forget it. Made to protect your jacked feet and doesn't damage the concrete or asphalt surfaces. The ultimate RV accessory. It'll change the way you RV forever. Extremely durable. Made with recycled rubber materials. Step 1. Simply place the snap pad underneath the metal foot of the RV and simply lower the foot into the snap pad until the lip wraps over the front edge. Make sure they're clean and ready to install. And you'll hear a distinctive snap. Just like that, snap pads are permanently installed. It is a must-have upgrade on any RV. As you could tell, they had it before. We're gonna have it too. Once we finish this thing, we're gonna put these on as well. Definitely need some alignment to do first and we'll get that figured out, but hey, we're looking forward to get this upgraded. All right guys, so camping season is here. If you don't have any pads for your RV, make sure you check out SnapPad and get yourself a 10% discount code with Nico10. Don't waste any time and click the link down below.
Alright, so we pulled it. It definitely was moving. You can see the whole thing kind of shifting over, but then we broke a chain. So I redid the chain, got another one, tied up a little bit better, and let's keep pulling and see how it turns out. Alright, so this tower's a little weak. We need more power, so we got the skid steer. We got Michael inside. He's gonna push while I pull. Let's see what happens. All right, so just like that, we pulled the frame. It actually moved over pretty good after some more effort, but we got the floor on this side level. On this side, it definitely moved about 1.5 inches, but I'm thinking the floor might have cracked a little bit, so we'll try to push that back, but that's a lot better than what we had. So I'm gonna go on this side, and we're gonna try to attach this wall back to the firewall and see how our gaps look. Alright, so there we have it. We pulled the frame over. It's looking a lot more square. The frame rails are looking a lot straighter. Also, I went ahead and took apart this side. So as you can see, it was all damaged. All the aluminum was broken, so we broke it apart and we started piecing it back together with new bolts. So screwing this to the frame, so this wall gets screwed to the main frame of the chassis. And yeah, not too hard. So this one still needs to be, once we get the new tubes in, we're gonna start making it. We're gonna bend those, re-weld them. This side's not too bad. We also ordered all of the paneling on the side, but I'm pretty excited. We got all the new bolts coming in this way. So now we got the wall screwed to the frame rail or the firewall. Also on this side, I already put the 2 bolts in. Or 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I put 5 bolts in. So we got the wall to the firewall bolted in. But the next thing I want to work on is actually remove this whole panel. So we're going to cut it nicely. And we are going to remove it and see the damage behind it. So let's get to it. Alright, so we got that piece cut out. Now we can see the damage. So this tube needs to be replaced. This one needs to be replaced. And all this can be all original. This one we can replace. This one we can splice in. And it's going to make this thing all straight. So let's go ahead and maybe take it apart a little bit more. Break the little welds because it's barely welded on there. And clean it up. Alright, so there is our old radiator, which is definitely mangled. We have this one from our parts one, but I don't think it's worth putting in a used one because to take it apart is too much work. So we finally found the right one after ordering a bunch of them. So let's go ahead and make sure all this is going to line up good. I also ordered a new bracket on the bottom. That's not going to come in for a couple days, but we got to see if these frame rails are straight, so when we put the new radiator in, this fan can't be hitting the shroud, and that's how we're gonna know if that's all dialed in. So let's go ahead and install this fan shroud on the new radiator and drop it in and see how it looks. Alright, so here we go. Let's check our spacing of our fan to our radiator shroud. And it's looking really good. Let's spin it. Nothing is touching. It all looks really good. So that's a really good sign that the frame rails are now straight and the radiator is gonna sit great right in the middle. And we're good to go. So we can go ahead and take that out and work on waiting for the brackets to come in. So let's see what else we can do. All right, and just like that, we got the framework knocked out. The frame rails are sitting good. The radiator's in there. We just got a couple little pieces we gotta get from the dealer, and then we can finalize it and get some coolant in this thing, get some AC, get some transmission fluid back in this thing. And before we know, we're gonna drive it off this frame machine and not have any issues. But unfortunately, that's all the time we got for this episode, you guys. We ordered some more parts for start doing the walls and the panels from the metal store. Hopefully that's gonna come in next. Well, leave us a comment down below and we'll catch you guys next time.